Tom had always envisioned being his own boss, imagining the freedom and the sense of purpose that would come from creating something meaningful. Over the years, he'd come up with a range of business ideas, each one sparking excitement and a fresh sense of possibility. Yet, every time he got close to acting, he found himself weighed down by fear and doubt. He'd spend countless nights watching videos on entrepreneurship, reading up on small business strategies, and scrolling through success stories. Yet the more he learned, the more daunting the process seemed. Working a full-time job that paid the bills but didn't spark any real passion, Tom felt trapped. He'd wonder, how could I even start something new while balancing everything else? Each business concept seemed complex and uncertain. He worried about time, about money, and most of all, about failure. It wasn't just about the risk. It was about the investment of his limited time and energy, and the fear that, despite all his efforts, his business might never succeed. On a particularly restless afternoon, while taking a break at work, Tom stumbled across a book title that seemed to jump out at him. 12 Months to $1 Million by Ryan Daniel Moran. The title alone seemed impossible. $1 million in a single year? Surely, that couldn't be real. Yet something in him couldn't ignore it. Driven by curiosity, he looked up the book, thinking maybe he'd find something gimmicky. But as he read on, he realized this wasn't about quick fixes or shortcuts. Ryan's approach focused on building a foundation, choosing a strong product, scaling strategically, and sticking to the fundamentals that could build a profitable business. For Tom, reading that was like a spark lighting a fire. It wasn't just about the promise of success. It was about a method, a clear path that made the seemingly impossible suddenly feel achievable. Instead of vague ideas, Ryan provided a blueprint with practical steps and realistic guidance. Tom set himself a challenge: to use this book as his roadmap and to follow the principles closely, setting a 12-month goal to reach 7 figures. What followed was a journey that tested Tom's resolve, forced him to confront his limitations, and ultimately transformed him from someone stuck in indecision to a determined entrepreneur. Through this process, he encountered obstacles that required him to dig deep, and each time he was met with a challenge, Ryan's book offered him strategies to overcome it. The story that unfolded was not only about Tom building his business, but about him evolving into someone who could think like a true entrepreneur, face adversity with courage, and pursue his dream with relentless focus. Core Principle 1. Choosing the right product. For Tom, the first major hurdle was determining the right product to sell. Ryan Daniel Moran stresses that the foundation of any successful business lies in selecting a product with clear demand, one that addresses a real need in the market but isn't already oversaturated. Tom understood that getting this decision right could make or break his business. Initially, Tom's biggest concern was finding something that aligned with both his passion and market needs. He had been immersed in the fitness world for years, so he decided to start there. Fitness and wellness were areas he was already familiar with, which gave him a solid foundation to build from. He started researching various products, trying to pinpoint an underserved niche. This is where Ryan's advice became crucial. Instead of jumping into popular or overly competitive products, Tom focused on filling a gap in the market. After several rounds of brainstorming and market research, Tom stumbled upon an opportunity that seemed perfect: a high-quality resistance band kit designed specifically for beginners who wanted to work out at home. It was a straightforward product, but one that provided real value to a large audience. Individuals who were eager to get fit but lacked access to a gym or were intimidated by complicated workout routines. To avoid rushing into the decision, Tom carefully followed Ryan's strategy of validating his idea. He knew that launching a product without confirming there was genuine demand could result in wasted resources. So, he dove into online fitness communities and began interacting with potential customers. He asked for feedback, gauged interest, and understood what his target market wanted in a resistance band kit. This approach helped him refine his product and ensured that it wasn't just another generic offering. One critical realization for Tom was the importance of quality and user experience. Rather than just selling a set of resistance bands, he wanted to create a kit that catered specifically to beginners, something simple to use, with clear instructions and suitable for a variety of fitness levels. His product needed to be more than functional. It had to provide a seamless, positive experience that people would recommend to others. Tips for applying this principle. 1. Identify your niche. Pick a market or area you're passionate about and familiar with. This gives you a competitive edge and helps you understand the pain points of your potential customers. 2. Research and validate. Don't rush into product selection. Spend time researching the market to find gaps where demand is high but competition is low. Validate your idea through customer engagement and feedback. 3. Solve a problem. Ensure your product solves a real problem or makes life easier for your target audience. The more specific the problem, the more likely your solution will resonate. 4. Focus on experience. Beyond just functionality, make sure your product creates an experience that is easy to use and adds value. Customers remember how a product makes them feel as much as its features. By choosing the right product, one that was not only in demand, but also well-suited to a specific customer need, Tom set the stage for his successful business journey. It wasn't about simply selling anything. It was about creating a product that filled a genuine gap in the market and resonated with real people. Core Principle 2. Building a brand, not just a product. Once Tom had decided on his product, the Resistance Band Kit, he realized that the true challenge was just beginning. While many entrepreneurs focus solely on the mechanics of the product itself, Ryan Daniel Moran, in his book 12 Months to $1 Million, emphasizes that building a successful business is not just about selling a product. It's about creating a brand that people can connect with. A product may generate an initial sale, but it is the brand behind the product that fosters loyalty, drives repeat business, and elevates the venture from a one-off transaction to a sustainable, seven-figure business. Understanding the power of branding. In Tom's case, the Resistance Band Kit was only a small part of the overall picture. In the vast and saturated fitness market, where products often look identical, the real challenge was to distinguish his offering from the competition. Ryan's philosophy focused on more than just launching a product. It was about building a unique identity for the brand that would resonate with customers, inspire loyalty, and make them feel like they were part of something bigger than just a product purchase. A brand, in Ryan's view, is a promise that goes beyond the features of a single product and taps into the emotions and values that customers identify with, building a unique brand identity. For Tom, building a brand meant thinking deeply about what he wanted FlexUp to stand for. Instead of focusing solely on creating the best Resistance Band Kit, he realized he needed to think about how to create an experience that spoke to his ideal customers on a deeper level. This approach required him to shift his perspective from simply selling a product to creating a vision that people could rally behind. He started by asking himself, what do I want my customers to feel when they interact with my brand? Tom's answer was clear. He wanted FlexUp to be more than just a fitness brand. He wanted it to be a brand that empowered people, especially beginners, to take control of their fitness journey. The importance of a brand mission. Tom's next step was to articulate a mission statement, a powerful tool for any entrepreneur. The mission statement serves as a guiding force for the brand and is instrumental in helping define what the business stands for, why it exists, and what it aims to achieve. Tom's mission statement for FlexUp was simple but impactful: to empower beginners to start their fitness journey with confidence and simplicity, all from the comfort of their home. The mission statement helped guide every decision that followed, from the product design to the marketing strategy. It was a reflection of Tom's values and resonated deeply with his target audience, people who wanted to improve their health but were intimidated by complicated routines or expensive gym memberships. By creating a clear mission, Tom was able to ensure that every aspect of FlexUp, from product development to customer service, aligned with the same core values. Differentiating through brand experience. One of the most powerful things Tom did was to differentiate, flex up from other fitness brands. Many companies in the fitness space offer resistance bands, but Tom saw the opportunity to create a brand experience rather than just a product. He wanted customers to feel like they were joining a community, not just buying a fitness tool. This sense of belonging became a central part of the FlexUp brand. To make this idea come to life, Tom started by considering the entire customer journey, from the moment a potential customer first heard about FlexUp to the long-term relationships he hoped to build with them. He knew that branding wasn't just about a catchy logo or slogan. It was about creating a lasting impression that would inspire loyalty and advocacy. Tom also understood that branding goes beyond just the product. It's about creating a connection through storytelling. For example, instead of just listing the features of his resistance bands, such as durability and ease of use, he told the story of how the product came to life, how he designed the bands with beginners in mind, how he tested them for quality, and how they were intended to help people take their first steps into fitness in a low-pressure, approachable way, creating visual identity and consistency. With his mission statement and brand story in place, Tom moved on to designing the visual elements of the brand. He knew that branding isn't just about words. It's about the emotional impact customers feel when they see the brand. Tom carefully crafted a logo that was modern, clean, and easy to recognize. He chose colors that evoked feelings of energy, empowerment, and positivity, traits that were core to the FlexUp mission. The logo and colors were then incorporated consistently across all touchpoints, from the website to social media profiles to product packaging. The power of visual identity cannot be overstated. A consistent and cohesive brand identity helps customers easily identify a business, and it fosters a sense of trust and professionalism. This consistency across all channels also reinforces the brand's messaging and values, making it easier for potential customers to connect with the brand. Branding beyond the product, thinking long-term, and creating FlexUp. Tom realized that building a brand wasn't just about selling one product. It was about laying the foundation for future growth. He didn't want FlexUp to be just another product in the marketplace. He wanted it to evolve into a brand that could offer a range of products and services, each designed to support customers on their fitness journey. With this long-term vision in mind, Tom started planning additional products that could be integrated into the FlexUp brand, such as workout guides and fitness coaching services. The idea was to build a holistic brand that could support customers at different stages of their fitness journey, whether they were just starting out or looking to take their workouts to the next level. This approach would make FlexUp a brand that people could trust over time and would encourage them to return for more products and services as their needs grew. By thinking beyond the immediate sale, Tom set FlexUp up for long-term success. He knew that the goal wasn't just to sell a resistance band kit. It was to create a community of customers who felt a strong connection to the brand and would continue to support it in the years to come. Core takeaways for building a brand. 1. Create a brand mission that resonates. The mission statement is a crucial element of your brand. It should clearly express why your business exists and what it stands for. Tom's mission, to empower beginners to take control of their fitness journey, was clear and impactful. It helped define the entire brand. 2. Develop a brand story. A compelling brand story is one of the most powerful ways to engage customers. It helps them connect emotionally with your business and makes your brand more memorable. For Tom, telling the story of how he designed his resistance bands for beginners helped differentiate FlexUp from the competition. 3. Design a strong visual identity. Your brand's visual identity should be consistent across all platforms and reflective of your mission. From the logo to the colors and typography, everything should evoke the feelings and values you want your customers to associate with your brand. 4. Create an exceptional customer experience. Building a brand is about creating a relationship with your customers. Think about the entire customer journey, from first discovering your brand to making a purchase and beyond. How can you create a memorable experience that keeps customers coming back? 5. Think long-term. Building a brand is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about creating lasting relationships with customers, and that takes time. Focus on building a brand that will continue to provide value over the long term by offering new products, services, and experiences that align with your mission. Tips for applying this principle. 1. Start with your mission. A clear mission is the foundation of a successful brand. Define what you want your business to stand for, and let that mission guide all of your decisions, from product development to marketing and customer service. 2. Differentiate your brand. Think about how you can stand out in your market. What makes your product or service different? What unique value can you offer? Take the time to develop a brand that customers will remember. 3. Consistency is key. Whether it's through your visual identity, messaging, or customer experience, consistency is essential. A consistent brand message across all touchpoints helps build trust and makes your business easier for customers to identify. Core Principle 3. The first 25 sales. After Tom had his product and brand in place, the next crucial milestone was making his first 25 sales. While many entrepreneurs focus on achieving big sales numbers from the get-go, Ryan Daniel Moran stresses the importance of these first 25 sales as a foundational step toward long-term success. They're not just about making revenue. They're about gaining insights, gathering feedback, and building momentum that sets the stage for future growth. The challenge of getting the first sale. In any new business, the initial sales are often the most difficult to make. For Tom, this was an anxiety-inducing phase. He had a great product, a strong brand mission, and an exciting vision. But now he had to convince people to buy. The challenge wasn't just about convincing others to buy. It was about building trust and proving that his brand was worth their investment. Reaching out to the network. Tom, like many entrepreneurs, started with what he had, his network. Ryan's advice here was clear. Leverage your immediate circle to make the first sales. While it may feel awkward or uncomfortable at first, tapping into family, friends, and acquaintances is an effective way to generate those early sales. Tom wasn't afraid to reach out to his family and friends, offering them discounts in exchange for honest feedback. He also shared the FlexUp mission and vision, emphasizing how the product could help them or people they knew. By doing this, Tom not only made initial sales, but also started to build word-of-mouth marketing. His family and friends began sharing FlexUp with their own networks, helping to spread the word, establishing an online presence. Once Tom made his first few sales, it was time to establish an online presence. Ryan emphasizes that social media is an essential tool for reaching potential customers. Tom took Ryan's advice and created an Instagram page for FlexUp, focusing on beginner workout tips and updates on product launches. This online presence became a way for Tom to engage with followers and keep them interested in his product. Rather than just selling, he aimed to provide value, offering fitness advice and building a sense of community around the brand. Tom's Instagram account allowed him to post relatable, motivational content that resonated with his target audience, people who were just beginning their fitness journey. This made FlexUp more than just a product. It became a brand that people could relate to. Tom made sure to engage with his followers, responding to comments and messages, which made the brand feel approachable and authentic. Collecting feedback and building social proof. The first 25 sales were critical not just for revenue but for feedback. Every customer became a valuable data point for Tom. He made it a priority to gather feedback from these early buyers. He asked for testimonials, suggestions on how to improve the product, and comments on how the brand could better serve their needs. By gathering feedback and incorporating it into his product and brand messaging, Tom was able to refine his offering. He added customer testimonials to his website, which served as social proof. Potential customers were more likely to buy from a brand that had been endorsed by real people who had already purchased and used the product. The power of social proof. Tom soon realized the importance of social proof in the buying process. As more customers purchased FlexUp and shared their experiences on social media, Others began to trust the brand. The testimonials and user-generated content acted as powerful endorsements. Tom learned to encourage customers to share their fitness journeys and tag Flex Up on Instagram, which not only increased brand visibility but also generated more sales. Building social proof early on is a game changer. When a brand can show that real people are buying, using, and recommending its products, it builds credibility and trust. It also reduces the perceived risk for potential customers, who are more likely to buy when they see that others have had positive experiences. Core takeaways for the first 25 sales. 1. Leverage your network. When starting out, use your existing network to make those first sales. Reach out to family, friends, and acquaintances, offering them discounts or incentives in exchange for feedback. These early sales will help you build momentum and get real-world insights into how people perceive your product. 2. Build your online presence. Establishing an online presence is crucial for growing your business. Social media, particularly platforms like Instagram, allow you to engage directly with potential customers, provide value, and build a loyal following. Don't just focus on selling. Focus on creating a community that connects with your brand on an emotional level. 3. Seek feedback and refine your offering. The first 25 sales are an invaluable source of feedback. Reach out to your customers, ask for reviews, and take their suggestions seriously. Use this feedback to improve your product and messaging, making adjustments based on what your customers need and want. 4. Create social proof. Encourage your first customers to share their experiences on social media and provide testimonials. Use this feedback to build trust with potential buyers. Social proof, especially in the early stages, can be one of your most powerful marketing tools. 5. Focus on building momentum, not just sales. Ryan emphasizes that the goal is not just to make a sale, but to build momentum. Each sale represents a step forward in your journey. It's about laying the groundwork for future sales by gaining insights, improving your product, and fostering customer loyalty. Practical tips for getting your first 25 sales. 1. Offer early discounts. To incentivize the first few customers, offer early bird discounts or special deals. This can create a sense of urgency and help you make those initial sales while also gathering valuable feedback. 2. Engage with your audience. Before you even launch your product, start building an audience. Create valuable content on social media or a blog, and engage with potential customers. When you launch, they'll be more likely to make a purchase because they already trust you. 3. Use your personal story. People connect with stories. Share why you started your business and the mission behind your brand. People are more likely to buy from a business they feel a personal connection to. 4. Ask for referrals. Don't be afraid to ask your first customers to refer their friends or family. Offering an incentive for referrals can help accelerate word of mouth marketing and grow your customer base quickly. 5. Test different marketing channels. If social media doesn't seem to be generating the right leads, try different platforms. Whether it's Facebook groups, Reddit communities, or influencer partnerships, find where your target audience hangs out online and experiment with ways to reach them. 6. Focus on customer experience. The way you treat your first customers will shape the reputation of your brand. Make sure to provide exceptional customer service, ship products on time, and follow up with each customer to ensure they're happy with their purchase. A positive experience can lead to repeat business and referrals. 7. Track your data. As you make your first 25 sales, keep track of important data, like where your customers are coming from, what messaging resonated most, and what aspects of the product they love. This data will help you make informed decisions about scaling your business. Core idea. The first 25 sales aren't just about generating revenue. They're a critical learning phase for your business. They give you insights into what your customers value, how they perceive your brand, and what areas of your business need improvement. By focusing on building credibility, gathering feedback, and creating social proof, you lay the foundation for long-term success. Remember, these initial sales are just the beginning of a much bigger journey. Key takeaways. Your first 25 sales set the stage for growth. By leveraging your network, building an online presence, seeking feedback, and gathering social proof, you can create the momentum needed to scale your business successfully. Core Principle 4. Scaling with Amazon and other platforms. With the initial sales under his belt, Tom knew he had to expand his reach. Ryan recommends using platforms like Amazon, where millions of potential customers are already searching for products. By listing on Amazon, Tom could tap into a larger audience. While focusing his website on building his brand, he carefully followed the guidelines for creating a strong Amazon listing. He invested in high-quality images, optimized his description, and highlighted his product's unique benefits. Within weeks, FlexUp started gaining traction on Amazon. Tom also listed on a few other e-commerce platforms to broaden his reach even further. By leveraging Amazon's search engine and customer base, Tom found a scalable sales channel that brought in consistent revenue. As more people bought his product, his reviews and ranking on Amazon improved, leading to even more visibility. Core idea: leveraging existing platforms like Amazon can significantly expand your reach and grow sales, with less effort than building traffic solely on your own site. Core Principle 5. Building repeat customers. Ryan emphasizes the importance of creating a customer experience that encourages repeat purchases. For Tom, this meant thinking about how FlexUp could deliver real value and keep customers coming back. He introduced a follow-up email series for all new customers, sharing workout tips and fitness resources. He also invited customers to join an exclusive FlexUp community on Facebook, where they could share their progress and get support. This group became a hub for beginner fitness enthusiasts, and members started sharing their own stories, helping Tom's brand feel like a supportive community. Tom also prepared for his second product launch, a workout mat designed for beginners, which he marketed to existing FlexUp customers. With repeat customers accounting for a large part of his sales, Tom quickly realized the power of building loyalty through genuine support and useful products. Core idea: create an experience that turns customers into loyal fans. Repeat business builds a steady foundation for growth. Core Principle 6. The power of ads and influencer marketing. As Tom's business grew, reaching new customers beyond his immediate circle became crucial. At this stage, Tom had to scale quickly and establish a strong presence in a competitive market. Ryan Daniel Moran, in his book 12 Months to $1 Million, stresses the importance of leveraging advertising and influencer marketing to accelerate growth and spread brand awareness. With the foundation of his product, brand, and initial sales, Tom was ready to make his marketing strategy work for him. The need for targeted advertising. By the time Tom was ready to scale, he understood that simply relying on organic reach from family, friends, and word of mouth wasn't going to cut it. To grow beyond the initial 25 sales and increase brand awareness, Tom turned to digital advertising. Facebook and Instagram ads were ideal platforms for his business, as they allowed for detailed audience targeting and offered a cost-effective way to reach people who would be most interested in his fitness products. Tom took Ryan's advice seriously. He didn't just want to make random ads, but instead created targeted campaigns. The first step was understanding his target audience. Tom already had a sense of who they were: beginners to fitness, people who were overwhelmed by the idea of starting a workout routine, and those who didn't have time for the gym. With this in mind, he crafted ads that spoke directly to this group, highlighting FlexUp's mission to make fitness simple and accessible for everyone. Tom used ad copy that reflected the value FlexUp offered: quality, ease, and results. His ads showed the flexibility and convenience of using the product at home, which resonated with his target audience. Instead of making flashy claims, Tom's ads focused on how FlexUp's resistance bands could help beginners start their fitness journey with confidence. The importance of influencer marketing. While ads helped Tom reach a larger audience, Ryan emphasized the complementary power of influencer marketing in building credibility and driving conversions. Tom's next step was identifying influencers who shared his brand's values and were already trusted by his target audience. He found fitness influencers who spoke to beginners, people just starting their fitness journeys, or looking for ways to work out at home. Tom's goal wasn't just to get influencers to promote his product, but to collaborate with them in an authentic way. He approached influencers who were known for their honest reviews, understanding that their followers valued trust over sales pitches. These influencers were excited about FlexUp's mission and agreed to review the product and demonstrate how to use it in workout routines. Their genuine enthusiasm about the product came through in the videos, which felt more like personal endorsements than paid promotions. Once these influencers shared their experiences with their followers, Tom used the reviews and demo videos in his advertising campaigns. This helped reinforce the brand's credibility and attracted new customers who trusted the opinions of the influencers they followed. It also increased social proof, showing potential customers that real people, not just Tom, believed in FlexUp's value. Leveraging both ads and influencers for maximum impact, Tom quickly realized the combined power of ads and influencer marketing. The ads brought in new customers, but the influencer campaigns added a layer of authenticity that made those customers more likely to convert. Influencers didn't just show the product in use. They shared their own experiences, which made the audience feel like they were part of the brand's story. Through these campaigns, Tom also learned to refine his approach by tracking which influencers brought the most engagement and which ad formats worked best. He could allocate his marketing budget more effectively. For example, he noticed that video ads featuring influencer reviews had a higher conversion rate than static image ads, so he focused on producing more of these. By the end of his first 6 months, the combined effect of these marketing strategies began to pay off. FlexUp started receiving consistent sales, and its reach extended beyond Tom's immediate network. People from all over the country, and even internationally, began to find out about the brand through the influencers they followed or the targeted ads they encountered. Core takeaways for ads and influencer marketing. 1. Targeted advertising. The power of Facebook and Instagram ads lies in their ability to target specific audiences. By understanding your ideal customer, you can craft ads that speak directly to their needs and pain points. Be specific in your targeting to maximize ad effectiveness. 2. Collaborate with authentic influencers. The key to successful influencer marketing is finding individuals who resonate with your brand and have a genuine connection with their audience. Influencers should feel authentically aligned with your product, not just be paid to promote it. This will ensure that the endorsements are sincere and more likely to drive engagement. 3. Use influencers to build trust. Influencers act as intermediaries between your brand and potential customers. They provide social proof, showing that your product is trusted by others. Don't just use them for exposure. Let their reviews and content help shape your brand's narrative. 4. Track and optimize campaigns. As with any marketing strategy, tracking performance is essential. Pay attention to metrics such as engagement rates, click-through rates, and conversion rates to understand which ads and influencer collaborations are delivering the best results. Use this data to optimize future campaigns. 5. Create a multi-channel approach. Don't rely on just one marketing strategy. Ads and influencers should work together to reinforce the same message and reach potential customers through multiple touchpoints. This increases the likelihood of conversion and boosts your brand's visibility. 6. Consistency is key. Advertising and influencer campaigns take time to build momentum. Tom didn't expect immediate results. He consistently ran ads and collaborated with influencers, knowing that it would take time for his brand to reach a critical mass of customers. Using ads and influencer marketing. 1. Create high-quality ads. Make sure your ads stand out by using high-quality visuals, engaging copy, and a clear call to action. Test different ad formats such as carousel ads, video ads, and stories to see which works best for your product. 2. Set a budget and stick to it. Especially when starting out, set a marketing budget for ads and influencer collaborations. Don't overextend financially. and make sure to optimize your spend based on the results you're seeing. 3. Build long-term relationships with influencers. Rather than just paying influencers for one-off posts, consider building long-term partnerships. This can create deeper connections between your brand and their audience, resulting in more sustained brand loyalty. 4. Encourage user-generated content. Ask your customers to share their own photos or videos using your product. Offer incentives like discounts or freebies for sharing their experiences. User-generated content is a form of social proof that can be incredibly effective in attracting new customers. 5. Use retargeting ads. Not everyone who sees your ad will buy right away. Set up retargeting ads to reach people who have visited your website or interacted with your brand in some way but haven't made a purchase yet. 6. Optimize for mobile. The majority of social media activity happens on mobile devices, so ensure your ads are optimized for mobile viewing. This includes using easy-to-read fonts, clear visuals, and fast-loading content. Core idea: effective advertising and influencer marketing are essential to growing your business. While ads help reach a wider audience and target specific groups, influencer partnerships add authenticity and build trust. By leveraging both strategies, Tom was able to scale FlexUp, increase its brand awareness, and make his product available to a larger audience. Key takeaways: to successfully scale, use targeted advertising on platforms like Facebook and Instagram to reach potential customers, while also building relationships with influencers who align with your brand's values. This combination creates a strong, authentic presence that resonates with customers and drives sales. Core Principle 7. The importance of cash flow management. As Tom's business, FlexUp, began to grow and generate more revenue, he quickly realized that cash flow management would be the key to sustaining and scaling his operations. Ryan Daniel Moran emphasizes in 12 months to $1 million that no matter how successful a business seems on the surface, poor cash flow management can cause even the most profitable companies to fail. Tom knew that in order to keep his business moving forward and growing, he needed to be strategic about how he handled his finances. The basics of cash flow management. For Tom, the first step in mastering cash flow management was understanding what it really meant. Cash flow refers to the money coming in and going out of a business, and it's vital to track it meticulously. Even though FlexUp was starting to generate consistent sales, Tom knew that if he didn't manage the money correctly, he could run into problems. For example, if too much money was tied up in inventory or marketing expenses, he might not have enough liquidity to cover other critical business expenses, like employee wages or product restocks. Ryan's advice is clear. Cash flow is not about profit. It's about liquidity, the ability to pay your bills and reinvest in your business. Tom learned that having a positive cash flow meant his business could weather unforeseen challenges and continue to grow. Reinventing profits strategically. Tom understood that to build a sustainable business, he couldn't just pocket every bit of revenue. Instead, he focused on reinvesting strategically in areas that would drive growth. One of the first things he did was build up his inventory. Tom knew that if FlexUp sold out of its popular resistance band kits, it could lead to delays, unhappy customers, and lost sales. By maintaining a healthy stockpile, he ensured that the business was always ready to meet demand, even during peak sales seasons. In addition to inventory, Tom set aside funds for future marketing campaigns. He understood that consistent marketing efforts were necessary to sustain growth. Tom also planned ahead for product expansions, always making sure he had a financial cushion that would allow him to bring new products to market when the time was right. This allowed FlexUp to continue innovating without being constrained by cash flow limitations. Managing operating expenses. Beyond reinvestment, Tom paid close attention to his operating expenses, making sure they were aligned with the cash flow coming into the business. Ryan stresses that operating expenses should be carefully monitored and adjusted to avoid unnecessary strain on cash flow. Tom found ways to reduce unnecessary costs by renegotiating supplier contracts and cutting back on low-return marketing efforts. By streamlining expenses, Tom ensured that his business was operating as efficiently as possible, without sacrificing quality or customer satisfaction. He also paid close attention to the timing of expenses, making sure that payments to suppliers and service providers were spread out in a way that wouldn't create a cash crunch. The power of financial planning and forecasting. To ensure that FlexUp remained financially stable as it grew, Tom created detailed financial forecasts. He worked on understanding how much revenue he could expect in the next quarter and how much he would need to cover expenses. This forward-looking approach helped Tom prepare for the future and avoid financial surprises. Tom also made use of financial tools and accounting software to track his cash flow. Ryan advises entrepreneurs to make use of technology to stay on top of their finances, and Tom adopted this advice right away. Using these tools, he was able to monitor cash flow in real time, ensuring that he always knew where his money was and how it was being spent. Avoiding cash flow pitfalls. One of the biggest mistakes that businesses make is failing to manage cash flow properly, even when they're making sales. Tom made sure to avoid this common pitfall by keeping a close eye on receivables and payables. He ensured that customers paid on time, and he worked with suppliers who offered flexible payment terms. This allowed him to balance income and expenses effectively. Moreover, Tom learned not to overextend himself financially. Although it was tempting to take on a large inventory order or launch a new marketing campaign, he knew that rushing into decisions without assessing the impact on cash flow could result in a shortfall. Core takeaways for cash flow management. 1. Prioritize liquidity over profit. The focus should be on having enough cash to run your business smoothly, not just generating profits. Monitor your cash flow regularly to ensure that you can meet your financial obligations. 2. Reinvest strategically. Reinvesting your profits is essential for growth, but it's important to do it wisely. Build up inventory, fund marketing campaigns, and invest in product expansions that will drive long-term success. 3. Control operating expenses. Cut unnecessary costs and streamline operations to keep cash flow steady. Focus on areas that deliver the most value and avoid spending on low-return activities. 4. Use financial forecasting tools. Implement forecasting and accounting software to keep track of cash flow in real time. This allows you to plan for the future and avoid financial surprises. 5. Maintain flexible payment terms. Negotiate flexible payment terms with suppliers and customers. This helps balance the timing of income and expenses, preventing cash flow issues. 6. Prepare for the unexpected. Always have a financial cushion to handle unforeseen challenges. Cash flow can fluctuate, and it's crucial to be prepared for slow months or unexpected costs. Practical tips for cash flow management. 1. Track cash flow weekly. Make it a habit to monitor your cash flow on a weekly basis. This will help you catch any issues early and adjust your spending before it becomes a problem. 2. Set aside a cash reserve. Always have a cash reserve to cover unexpected expenses. This will give you the flexibility to make important business decisions without worrying about short-term cash flow gaps. 3. Use cash flow forecasting software. There are several tools available that allow you to project future cash flow based on your current data. Use them to predict future expenses and revenue so that you can plan ahead. 4. Negotiate payment terms. Work with your suppliers and customers to establish favorable payment terms. For example, longer payment terms with suppliers and shorter terms with customers can help ensure positive cash flow. 5. Review and cut back on non-essential expenses. Take a hard look at your spending and identify areas where you can cut back. Eliminating unnecessary expenses frees up cash that can be used for growth initiatives. 6. Monitor customer payments. Follow up with customers who haven't paid their invoices on time. Late payments can cause cash flow problems, so staying on top of receivables is essential. Effective cash flow management is the backbone of any sustainable business. Tom understood early on that, although revenue was coming in, it wasn't enough to guarantee long-term success. By reinvesting profits strategically, monitoring expenses, using forecasting tools, and maintaining a healthy cash reserve. He ensured that FlexUp could continue to grow without risking financial instability. Cash flow management allowed Tom to make informed decisions, avoid unnecessary stress, and position his business for success. Core idea: cash flow management is essential to keep the business stable, growing, and ready to scale. It's about more than just making profits. It's about having the liquidity and foresight to support sustainable growth. Core Principle 8. Expanding the product line. As Tom's fitness brand, FlexUp, began to gain traction, the natural next step was to consider expanding his product line. However, Ryan Daniel Moran's advice in 12 months to $1 million emphasizes that this step should not be rushed. While it's tempting to expand quickly, it's vital to first solidify the initial product's position in the market. Once a product has gained traction and built a solid customer base, only then should entrepreneurs begin to think about expanding their offerings. Tom was keenly aware of this principle. His first product, the high-quality resistance band kit, had met a specific need in the market, providing a practical, beginner-friendly way for people to get started with fitness at home. Once the product was established and had a loyal following, Tom turned his attention to expanding FlexUp's product line. Instead of haphazardly adding new items, Tom took a thoughtful approach. He carefully listened to customer feedback, surveyed his audience, and identified common needs among his buyers. One recurring request was for guidance, beyond just the equipment, something that could help beginners maximize the effectiveness of their workouts. In response, Tom decided to introduce two new products: a beginner workout guide and a meal planning guide, specifically designed for his target audience. These products were complementary to the original resistance band kit. By providing clear, structured guidance for workout routines and meal planning, FlexUp was able to become a more comprehensive resource for fitness beginners. The product expansion was not only strategic from a business perspective, but it also reinforced FlexUp's commitment to supporting its customers at every stage of their fitness journey. This expansion increased customer loyalty, as the brand became a one-stop shop for people looking to improve their fitness, from workout equipment to meal planning. By carefully aligning the new products with the values of the brand, Tom ensured that they felt like natural extensions of FlexUp, rather than arbitrary additions. The consistency in quality, simplicity, and beginner focus continued to resonate with the brand's core audience. As a result, the additional products helped to boost FlexUp's reputation in the fitness community, cementing its position as a trusted brand for beginners. Core Principle 9. Setting bigger goals and staying motivated. Tom's journey with FlexUp didn't end when he hit his $1 million revenue milestone. As Ryan Daniel Moran highlights in 12 months to $1 million, entrepreneurship is an ongoing journey, and it's crucial to keep setting bigger goals to ensure long-term success. Reaching the first significant financial milestone was an important accomplishment for Tom, but it also marked the beginning of the next phase of growth for FlexUp. After achieving the $1 million revenue mark, Tom realized that this was just the start of what he wanted to accomplish. He had proven that his concept worked, and now it was time to think even bigger. His next goal was not just about increasing sales, it was about building FlexUp into a respected and trusted brand in the broader fitness industry. This involved scaling the brand's reach, launching additional products, and even exploring opportunities in international markets. One of the core messages Tom took away from Ryan's book was that entrepreneurship isn't just about scaling up revenue. It's about creating something meaningful that serves customers in an authentic way. Tom embraced this philosophy, focusing not only on financial success, but on building a brand that had real impact. This approach helped keep him motivated through challenges and setbacks, as he remained focused on the bigger picture and his long-term vision for FlexUp. Key takeaways for setting bigger goals and staying motivated. 1. Keep setting bigger goals. Once you reach one milestone, don't stop there. Set new, bigger goals that challenge you to continue growing your business. Ryan emphasizes that entrepreneurship is a continuous journey, and staying motivated means always striving for more, both personally and professionally. 2. Focus on building a brand, not just revenue. It's easy to get caught up in the numbers, but long-term success is rooted in building a brand that serves its customers and adds value. Tom's shift in focus from simply hitting revenue targets to building a lasting brand helped fuel his continued success. 3. Scale strategically. As you set bigger goals, think strategically about how to scale your business. Expanding your product line, reaching new markets, and investing in marketing can help you reach new audiences and grow your business sustainably. 4. Stay committed to your vision, even when things get tough. Staying true to your original vision for the brand is critical. Tom's commitment to Flex Up's mission of helping fitness beginners was key to his ability to stay motivated and focused on the bigger picture. 5. Embrace the journey. The path to success is not a straight line. Embrace the ups and downs, learn from each experience, and continue evolving. Tom found that the journey itself was just as fulfilling as reaching his goals. This mindset kept him energized and driven for the future.